Hello everybody, this is P to the PsyStarcraft, and I have a cat on my lap right now. Are you a cat on my lap, Isaac? Yes, you are. You're so cute. You're so... No, that's not for rubbing against. Stop that, you crazy pussy. And I have a Zerg versus Protoss this time, with myself in the bottom right as the red Zerg, vilePsY, representing TeamVile.com, I think? I'm such a bad representative of Team Vile, man. I don't even know our website. I think it's TeamVile.com. If that's not it, it's TeamVile.net. And my opponent is going to be GoSuHwangSin. Hwangsin. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce crazy Korean names. All I know that it is Gosu, so I got that much right. He's in the bottom left as the blue Protoss. The map is Shakira's Plateau, and already a pylon at the bottom of the natural, indicating that it's likely to be a forge fast expand. And it's Zerg versus Protoss, so that's going to indicate that I'm probably going to go 11 pull. And if I don't, then bummer. I probably forgot. Yeah, it looks like I did forget. I'm actually going 12 drones. And I'm not going to make... Oh, I am going to make it 13, so I completely forgot about my 11 pull. I do that a lot, man. It's probably because I'm busy talking about other stuff. But I hope you guys had a good weekend. As you might have known, I was kind of out of commission for this week. I had a moderate cold, and you can tell I'm pretty much over it. You might be able to sense a little bit of nasalness, but I won't be coughing mid-cast, that's for sure. And if I am, I will invoke the power of the alcohol to calm my throat in. You know, that's why I got better so fast. It's because you just got to drink a lot of beer and a lot of like really rough alcohol, stuff that doesn't go down smooth, you know, and then you get well so fast. Like, people think alcohol is bad for you, but it's not at all. It's actually really good for you. And yeah, people are gonna be like, go out and fact check me and like be like, alcohol's not good for it. You think, dude? You think? And he wants to pee-pee. I guess he has to go to the bathroom. I said, yeah, you can go to the bathroom. You don't have to ask me to do that. And all of a sudden, all this text is coming out. No, I'm just kidding. Pee-pee means pause, please. And it's just kind of funny because it also means pee-pee. But he is actually going Nexus first, and this is why pool first, pool on 11 is a lot better than 15 hatch, I think, in Protoss versus Zerg versus Protoss, because he wouldn't be able to Nexus first, and if he does try to Nexus first, you can usually punish it or force him to throw down a couple extra buildings that he wouldn't want to throw down otherwise. So kind of unfortunate that I did miss my build, but this game is a longer game, and it's actually a nail biter, so I hope you guys stick around for it. It's a lot of fun. Much fun, and I know I say that a lot. I know every caster says that, like, this is a really good game, you guys, you want to stick around for this, it's so awesome, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, it's kind of true. I mean, just think about, like, all the hype that other sports get, like football, basketball, stuff like that. Well, not basketball because they're not playing, LOL. But no matter what the matchup is or what the records are or anything like that, it's just, like, so hyped. So I feel like that's kind of my job, is just to over-exaggerate those kinds of things. So my expansion has almost completed. I was able to get that 15 hatch down despite his probe kind of roaming around there, so that's always good. It's always a good feeling when your screwed up build order doesn't always end up biting you in the ass. And he has a pylon coming, or a photon cannon coming down, and he is blocking this little hole with this probe. Now this wouldn't do anything against 4 lings had I 4 lings when I needed them. They are just now coming out, and did I get any kills there? I don't know. I don't think a probe has died. Nope, no probes have died, so he was able to get that probe out. And that's something that a lot of... Where are these guys going, man? What the heck? Oh, I know where they're going. Okay, this is actually really smart. Wow, I'm a genius. A lot of Protoss players, when they fast expand, they expect a Zerg to take a quick third, and I'm checking to make sure he hasn't cannoned out my quick third, and that's exactly what he was going to do. So I'm proud of myself right now. I was able to deny that cannon out, and I'm going to be taking my third. Looks like SC2 blah blah does lose that pylon, or that probe rather, and he wasn't able to sneak any probe out of his base, and this Zergling is watching any exits that any probe will make, so he's got no preparation to make any kind of forward pylon or anything like that. Meanwhile, I am droning incredibly hard. I've always said it before, I like to get my gas... Oops, wrong button. I like to get my gas around 40 drones, and I am choosing to get another expansion as opposed to a macro hatch, and the reason for this is because I feel like because he Nexus first, he's going to have a little bit better economy compared to other builds. There's that Stargate. Can't quite see that. Even if I push up there, it'll be close. And so I want to get a third hatchery at a base rather than a macro hatch. Now, I probably will eventually throw it out a macro hatch as well, but for now, just the extra base. Couple of zealots doing a little bit of dancing. Looks like they were able to chop up 1 ling, or actually no, they weren't. I still have the 4 lings that I initially created. 2 Zealots on the way, as well as a Stalker. He's been chrono boosting all these forces off of 1 base, and I'm going to react with about 18 Zerglings. No speed on the way, though. This build is very late as far as speed goes. I get the lair with the first 100, and I get speed with the second 100. So if you micros a Stalker right, you should never die. However, Zealots are slower than Lings, 2.25 compared to 2.95, so these 2 Zealots are definitely going to die. But the Stalker might get away. Now you're probably wondering, like, was it worth it to get this many Zerglings against this small gateway force? Probably not. But, you know, look at this. I did get a surround, so I was able to kill the Stalker as well. So it's not completely wasted for me to get all these Zerglings. Didn't need that many, but, you know, at least I was able to clean up those gateway forces without losing anything. So that's somewhat of a good feeling. Problem is I can't really do anything with these now. I mean, just imagine if I only had half of them. I'd have about 8 more drones right now. I'd be at 54 instead of 46. So, you know, that kind of stuff really matters. And I have scouted that Stargate, and that prompted me to throw it on the Evolution Chamber. This is about the time I throw one down anyway. As I'm getting my lair, I like to get the +1 attack on my Lings because I like to go mute a Ling. But when I see a Starport, I don't feel super confident going mutas, because if they go heavy Phoenix, if he's got another Starport somewhere, I'm going to have to get Corruptors, and then you can't go anywhere with your mutas without Corruptors, and if you do, the Phoenixes are just going to kill all your mutas if your Corruptors aren't around, and it's a big giant mess. So we're going to see a different tech path this game, and it's not going to be muta Corruptor Ling or middling or anything like that. It's actually going to be something different, and you'll see that in just a little bit. This base, I don't know what these guys are doing, man. They're just kind of hanging out. Not really sure. If we check out the queen counts, I do just have 3 queens. No macro hatch on the way yet. So I'm getting a couple spores at each base because I realize as a Protoss that has lost 3 gateway units in the beginning of the game. What are these guys doing, man? As a Protoss that lost 3 gateway units in the beginning of the game and is going as Starports, I don't even remember what I was going to say. You don't really have to worry about a timing attack. So notice how I'm continuing to drone despite these Stargate units. I'm not worried about any real attack to come on, and plus I still have these Zerglings anyway, and he's going pretty heavy into the Stargate force. Looks like he's still he's making Phoenixes now. He's got 1 Void Ray, and he's just continuing to make Phoenix. I've got a couple Spores just defending what needs to be defended. Harvester's now 64 to 54, and I'm running off of 3 bases, so that's pretty good. These probes, drones getting a little bit picked off, sort of there. There goes one of them. And anyway, the tech choice I chose this game was Infestation Pit. I feel like Mutas would have been fine because he did stick with 1 Stargate, but I had no way, of knowing if he went 1 Stargate. So yeah, there's that. And plus Infestors are pretty good all around, as long as you don't stay like Ling Infestor forever, because then Templar really mess them up, Glasseye really mess them up, and it's just not good to just commit everything. Shut the hell up, cat, to Ling Infestor. Now we can't see HwangSin's strategy here. He's now transitioned. Holy shit, he's so loud. He's transitioned into Warp Gates. He's got 5, 6 gateways and Blink Stalkers. What he's going to do is use his air units to clear a path right here, first of all, so my Overlords can't see any attack coming. And I actually see this, so I kind of have an idea of what's going on. And then blink onto the high ground. Can I see these Stalkers? Not quite, but I should be a little bit suspicious at this point. And that's why my Lings are in the main right now, because I'm kind of thinking, alright, he's got Twilight Council. DTs won't do anything because I already have Spores from all the Stargate units, so all it can mean is charge lots, which would be kind of silly. I don't see that very often. Or Blink Stalkers. So I've got all my Lings in my main base, and I should be creating a lot more. I'm getting 7 Infestors with the Pathogen Gland upgrade, and here come the Blink Stalkers queuing up that Blink. The Spores are shooting away the Phoenix just a little bit, but the Lings aren't really nearby to stop this. 3 Infestors popping out of the main hatchery, and in go the Lings. 1 Fungal Growth, another Fungal Growth. You got a Fungal Growth before they have a chance to blink away, and a 3rd Fungal Growth, cleaning up every single Stalker. This is as hard counter as it gets, man. I got a little bit lucky. I wasn't 100% prepared for this attack positionally, or even like unit count, based on unit count. But Ling Infestor, such a good counter to Stargate Blink. Kind of unusual combination. You don't really say both of those in one in one sentence, and able to take down almost every single Phoenix as well. So I've taken a huge lead in this game. It's 71 to 67. Of course, his 67 saturation is off of just 2 bases, so he is way oversaturated. He actually didn't send one of his Void Rays either. 5 kills on that Void Ray. So now, at this point, yeah, I was just gonna say, at this point, you know you just destroyed an attack. And you want to get to that T3 as Zerg. That's one of the most important things that I really wanted to do, just because, you know, I just destroyed tons of units, and, you know, he can always get that 200 Protoss ball and be really dangerous. So I want to make sure I have T3 to deal with that if I need to. Of course, take another base to get further ahead. Not going to even think about moving out and attacking him. But I do see he's got this nice little force here. He's got +1 on the Zealots, so that's going to allow him to one-shot my Zerglings. Got to be careful about that. And this might not be a bad time to transition into Mutas, because he is so Zealot heavy. I should have seen that if I was on the tower. And I know he lost most of his air units. He's not likely to keep producing Phoenix or Void Rays. It just wouldn't be worth it at this point in the game, especially since he sees I have the Infestors. So those are a couple things I could have done right now. I have not done either of them. So a macro hatch going down as well as my additional base. Protoss trying to expand as well. Sniping 2 of those Stalkers. And, you know, Speedlings even against +2 Zealots. Pretty darn good against Protoss Gateway units. He does have a couple sentries, but not too many. These Zealots are really going to tear up those Lings, though, and that's why he's getting so many. And he's also getting Storm, so a great reaction to the composition that he sees from me. If you see Zergling Infestor, you go Zealot PsyStorm. It's a nice little combination because the Zealots give you so much excess gas because they don't cost any gas that you have plenty of gas for storms. One Fungo going down, saving that little Infestor with a nice burrow play right there. And 4 Templar, well positioned, hoping that the Infestors stray a little bit too close, but they did not. 4th base now up and running, 82 to 69. He's just now completing his 3rd hatchery, and here comes the Ultralisk Cavern. Ultralisk Cavern on the way. Look at all that money, man. I am just waiting for that cavern. Oh, no! No! Great force fields by HwangSin. He's two-shotting every single Zergling. The Zerglings have +2 attack, but there's just so many damn Zealots. He's got charge. I'm trying to throw down Infested Terrans, but they're going down before they can even complete. And that was a huge mistake. When you're saving up money for a tech like Ultras, don't move in before you reach that tech. Huge, 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 huge mistake. And he actually backs off. Now, I don't know if this was a mistake by him as well. Okay, looks like he is going to be going for my 4th base, so not a mistake. I think he realizes my sentries and my stalkers can't really keep up with the Zealots. The Zealots are really going to do everything that they need to alone, so I'm just going to keep these guys back here just in case. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's going to take down my 3rd base right here. I've got 9 Ultras on the way with Chitinous Plating. These Zerglings trying to go for a counterattack. Another reason why he might not want to send all his forces. More Zealots in my 4th base. So he's now eliminated both my extra bases. He's up by 2, or he's up 3 to 2 on my bases. And all because I attacked when I was really banking on waiting for tech to finish. And again, when I saw so many Zealots, I shouldn't have transitioned into Ultras anyway. This Ultra has come out. Chitinous Plating not yet complete, doesn't have any additional armor, so these Zealots are actually going to do a lot of damage to the Ultras, not something that is very common. They do have +1 armor now. Looks like I just finished that upgrade. Spire on the way. A little bit too late, though. And now the game is, it's kind of evened out. 65 to 71. He's even taken to 4th base. He's got a nice composition for what I've got, or he did anyway. But most of his Zealots have been killed off. And a lot of Templar coming out for HwangSin. Now, more Templar against Archons, not a good idea. That's why, or against Ultras, not a good idea. That's why he is morphing into Archons. Archons pretty damn good against Ultras. They don't take bonus damage from the Ultras. A couple Storms going down, but the Storms need to be going in the front. And he needs some feedbacks in the front for these Ultras, but the Storm just isn't doing anything to these Ultras. A couple Fungos going down, stopping the units in their tracks. Do I have another one? Yes, I do. Forcing him to fight. And these Ultras are bulldozing, excuse me, through everything. But this Immortal, man, if this Immortal gets away and is able to fire away in the back, it's going to do a lot of damage. But no, it does get taken down. 28 more Lings and 2 more Ultras on the way. And just imagine if I had this force for the first engagement with all those Infestors with all that energy. Would have been a lot more effective. And it looks like I will be able to clean up this 3rd base of his. More Lings rallying, more Ultras rallying, 1 Ultra rather. This 3rd base still not up and running. I remember queuing up that hatchery, but for some reason it just didn't plant down, like a drone was in the way or something like that. But this 3rd base will go down, perhaps catching HwangSin a little bit off guard with the count that the Ultras had. And, you know, remember, the reason I had so many Ultras is because I was saving up all that money for when my Ultralisk Cavern complete, and that's why I lost this battle right here. So, able to take down that 3rd base, but look at this nice little building, this building wall, trying to get my Lings in there to take out the Immortals, because that's really the only thing down here that's going to do any damage to the Ultras are those Immortals. And able to take down one of them. Eventually need to focus those down with these Infested Terrans, but no, they're just attacking whatever the heck they please. Beautiful PsyStorm going down on those Ultras or those Zerglings. Finally, the shields of the Immortal have been broken, but there's another one in the back dishing out so much damage. This guy has done at least like 6 million damage. Something like that. Luckily, the Zerglings are soaking up a bit of that. More of them rallying. Adrenal Glands on the way. 10 more Zerglings on the way as well. These Infestors running out of energy. Another Immortal out. He's Chrono boosting the right buildings, that's for sure. Nice positioning of this Archon. Probes now coming in to surround these Ultras. Are going to go down to these Immortals and these Probes, but a lot of Probes have been taken down. It's now 18 to 29. I did send in some Lings there, I think, to pick off some Probes. I don't know. But we're both so starved right now. And, oh, this is why. Oh, my goodness. I need to back up just a tid. He's had the Zealot in my base forever. He's got 10 kills on that Zealot. Oh my goodness. Zergling's now trying to kill the Flaying Probes, and this guy has killed so much, and he might have even gone into my main. I don't know. Yeah, this guy's weak right here, so he had a counterattack of his own. Yeah, look at all these weak Zealots. 17 kills, 18 kills, 23 kills. Where did all these Zealots come from? I hope you guys are watching the minimap, because that was crazy. Now every single Ultra is gone. It's now 29 to 10 supply. I'm trying to mine off my third. That's really my only base that's mining. I need to start getting the gas going on that. 3 Infestors now moving up to his third base. The only one that really has any mining probes. He's going to make an Archon out of that, out of those High Templar. And I'd still say I am a little bit ahead. These infested Terrans are going to take down these 4 probes, drop him down to 6 workers. But he's got 2 Archons and 3 Stalkers compared to just 22 Lings, and he's got some pretty nice upgrades on the attack there. Looks like these probes have been picked off. I do have an extra base up here just in case. And here come the Lings. Oh, is he going to go for a run by? And by is he, I mean me. But there's a third Archon on the way. Is he just going to move up into my base and kill me? 17 Lings and 3 Infestors. 4 more Infestors on the way. Looks like he almost sniped the spawning pool when he did his nice little counterattack. I still wonder how those units got into the base. That Nexus not quite going down. These Lings could go in and finish that Nexus. Looks like they're going to go into the natural. Instead, let the Infestors take out the main, and they're going to go straight for this Nexus. They've got Adrenal Glands. They've got +2 attack. That Nexus is going down so fast, but my natural has been taken out, and this is where you want to throw down as many spines as you can. While your spawning pool is still up and running, I better be careful with these 2 Infestors, not let them go down. These Infested Terrans finishing off any probes at that base. It's now 9 probes to 27 drones. Oh no, misrallied Infestor going down to that Archon Stalker force, able to produce about 4 spines. And these guys are going to burrow and get the heck out of there. Burrow and get the heck out of there, I said. Oh my goodness, not the goodest English or Infestor control. Oh my goodness, I've lost 4 Infestors just due to neglect. Call child services on me, man. Oh my goodness, and an Ultralisk, I got 1 kill, but that was not worth it. Shut up, cat. Shut up, okay? I don't care if you look at me like that. I'm doing a fucking cast. Shut your face. Oh, you're so cute. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Okay, just stare at me and not. Wow. And if you are in a base race situation, this is one of the most reassuring things you can read. Your opponent has no Nexus. He's not mining at all. And when you are, it's just like, ugh, feels so good. And at this point, I'm feeling pretty good. Once that happened, I was able to finish off that Nexus with the Lings, and then I think I ran the Lings back or something. Almost picking off an Infestor. Is he going to pick it off? Yes, he does. But this is kind of the dynamic we're in right now. If it was just 4 spines, he could easily walk in there with these forces and kill them off. But spines have longer range than Archons, obviously, and Stalkers. So if he does try to move in, I'll just fungal him right on the outskirts, and he won't be able to do anything. He's trying to do some blink play with these Stalkers. He's got to be careful. At this point, I should split my Stalkers, or split my Infestors, send some of them up and some of them down to deal with these Stalkers, but it's not too important. I know he's not mining. He doesn't have money to mine. He's got, what, 1 probe left. I keep pausing the game on accident. He's got 1 probe left. This Observer's going to help him out a little bit. And I'm just going to pop out 1 Infested Terran. I forget why I did that. Oh, just to try to push him away. And these Stalkers, man, with that +3 attack, they're doing so much damage to that Nexus. And the Lings getting us around on 1 Stalker, but no, all 4 of them are able to blink away. Looks like he's going to move up into the main and just finish off what tech buildings I have there. Probably a smart play since he can't get a whole lot done with these forces. I have rebuilt the spawning pool. And, oh, lands a fungal growth on these Stalkers, but I missed a second fungal growth. Didn't get that fungal off in time. And he has, again, forced to run away with these Stalkers. These Archons finishing off whatever tech is in the main. And I've got 24 Lings and 7 Infestors to 3 Archons and 4 Stalkers. It's looking pretty good. I'm mining decently. 22 drones. I've got this extra base up here for when I need it. I've got my Infestors split if I need as well. And he's going to try to pick off these tumors, but he's got to be careful just for that exact reason right there. And another fungal going down, and here come the Lings. They're going to be able to finish off those Stalkers. Archons are nowhere to be found. Here come the Archons. There are 3 of them with that +3 attack. Is he even going to try to move in? No, he's not. He does get caught by a fungal. One more fungal, and he GG's out of the game. So, really interesting game there. I got a little aggressive here before my Ultras were able to come, and he wipes out my 3rd and my 4th. Then when my Ultras do come, I think it caught him off guard. I don't think he realized I had that much money saved up, but that's part of the reason I lost this battle. So I was able to burrow through here, and most of his natural with my Ultras. But his counterattack kept him in the game. Almost kept him in the game. Then I was able to fortify my 3rd with some use of Infestors. Despite losing like 5 of them in the main, I was able to take it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was a bit of a nail-biter. And that's going to be it. I love you all. Thanks for watching.